It was a quiet night in Milwaukee. A man flagged down a police car, his hands shaking, fear written all over his face. He said something that would change everything. "There's a guy, he tried to kill me. He has photos of body parts." When officers entered the apartment, what they found was worse than anything they could have imagined. Human remains in the freezer, a severed head in the fridge, and Polaroids of dismembered bodies. That man was Jeffrey Dahmer. This is the story of one of the most chilling serial killers in American history. Jeffrey Dahmer was born on May 21, 1960, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. At first glance he looked like any normal boy. But behind those quiet eyes, something was broken. As a child, Jeffrey was withdrawn and shy. He loved collecting dead animals, not to hurt them, at least not at first, but to dissect them. He told people he was just curious about how they worked. His father, Lionel, was a chemist and taught him how to use acid to clean bones. What should have been an innocent father-son activity turned into something far more dangerous. His parents fought constantly. Home didn't feel safe. After their divorce, Jeffrey felt abandoned. That loneliness grew into a dark obsession, one that would soon spiral out of control. In 1978, just weeks after graduating high school, 18-year-old Jeffrey picked up a hitchhiker named Stephen Hicks. They went back to Dahmer's house to drink and talk. But when Stephen tried to leave, something snapped. Jeffrey couldn't handle the idea of him walking away. He struck Stephen with a dumbbell, then strangled him. This was Dahmer's first murder. He dismembered the body, dissolved parts in acid, and scattered the remains in the woods. Then he went on with life, as if nothing had happened. For nearly a decade, Dahmer lived a quiet life. He joined the army, but was discharged due to drinking problems. He bounced between jobs and cities. But in 1987, the killings started again. From 1987 to 1991, Dahmer murdered 16 more young men. Many of them were gay men of color, targeted at bars or bus stops. He lured them to his apartment with promises of money or photo shoots. Once inside, he drugged them. Some were strangled, others drilled in the head while still alive. He took photos during the killings, kept skulls and organs as trophies. Some victims were even cannibalized. Neighbors complained of strange smells. But Dahmer always had an excuse: spoiled meat, plumbing issues. The truth was rotting in his refrigerator. On July 22, 1991, Dahmer brought home 32-year-old Tracy Edwards. But this time something went wrong. Tracy noticed the knife, the handcuffs, the Polaroids. He waited for the right moment, then punched Dahmer and ran for his life. He flagged down police, led them to the apartment. What they found stunned the world. 7 skulls, 2 hearts in the fridge, a 57-gallon drum with decomposing torsos. The officers were physically sick. One said it was like walking into hell. Dahmer confessed to everything, coldly, calmly, as if he was reading a grocery list. In court, the families of the victims faced the man who had destroyed their lives. Some wept, some screamed. One man even lunged at Dahmer, yelling, "I'll kill you." He pleaded guilty but insane. The jury didn't buy it. He was sentenced to 15 life terms, 957 years in prison. Just 2 years later, on November 28, 1994, Jeffrey Dahmer was killed by a fellow inmate. The man said God told him to do it. And just like that, Dahmer was dead. Some felt justice had finally been served. Others believed he got off too easy. Even in death, he left behind a haunting legacy. His crimes still echo in true crime documentaries, books, and nightmares. Why did he do it? Psychologists say Dahmer showed signs of psychopathy. But he wasn't insane. He knew right from wrong. He just didn't care. He once said he killed not because he hated, but because he wanted control. He wanted his victims to stay, forever. That's what made him different. That's what made him terrifying. Jeffrey Dahmer wasn't a monster from a movie. He was real. He lived among us. And for years, no one noticed. If you found this story haunting, make sure to like and subscribe for more real crime cases. What do you think makes a person like Dahmer? Evil? Mental illness? Or something else entirely? Let us know in the comments. And remember, sometimes the scariest monsters don't hide under your bed. They live next door.